Welcome back to my channel. Despite not releasing a single in over a year, Tory Lanez has more monthly Spotify listeners than Megan. Nicki is making Cardi B kneel down by revealing a lot of information about her album. Come on, let's drink the whole tea. In response to a fan who inquired about whether the upcoming album would be titled Pink Friday 3, Nicki stated that it would not. Thankfully, it won't go live. Do I adore the days of Pink Friday and Pink Friday 2? Of course. Am I prepared for a shift and a new experience? Naturally. I won't sit here and pretend that I don't want anything different. I would prefer a self-titled album similar to Annika's or something else entirely. I'd like an alter ego or something. I envision a time when all of these bears will be shown to be in control. Do you all agree with me on that? Tell me. What do you think the album's title will be? Tell me in the space provided for comments. Let's go on to obsessed Tory Lanez fan. Desperate Megan the flop. Tory Lanez continues to get more monthly listeners from prison. Despite Megan Dillion's latest single, This Made Me Throw Up, Megan has 23.5 million monthly listeners. But Tory has a staggering 24.3 million, which is around 1 million more subscribers than Megan. In addition, Tory is incarcerated, has no promotions, and has never released a music video. He is subtly attempting to escape this situation. On the other hand, Megan, my man, is jumping on every K-pop or K-drama, everything related to the Asian community, pleading for help, acting like a victim, and hopping up and down with Klay Thompson. And you know what? She is capable of doing the math. Will she continue to attribute her inability to garner monthly listeners to stream her music to the blogs damaging her career? And you want me to sit here and think she's doing numbers naturally? Not in my opinion. Rather than accusing websites and musicians like Drake and Nicki Minaj of paying bloggers to disparage her and damage her reputation, Megan needs to face the fact that her career is done. You are viewed by all as a pathological liar. So why would anyone want to harm a dead carrier further? Nobody wants to be connected to Megan. And those are the facts. Megan Dillion's Lover Girl made its official debut at number 38 on this week's Billboard Hot 100. So I guess I spoke too soon. This week's top charting rap song is this one. So you don't want me to pretend that these figures are real while I sit here? Not at all. All of this is a setup. What are the chances then? For the past 2 weeks, they have been claiming that rap is dead and that there isn't a single rap song on the Billboard Hot 100. Then, Megan releases the song Lover Girl, which no one is streaming because she can't chart on worldwide Spotify despite making her debut in the top 40s. She can't chart on iTunes and is having trouble on Spotify. Apple Music is the only music platform on which she is currently charting. Additionally, we can't pretend that Apple Music isn't the biggest popular streaming service right now because Cardi B was number 1 and receiving streams on Spotify. But she wasn't on the chart there. She was expelled. What are the chances? Keep in mind that Spotify has a larger user base than Apple Music. Thus, this does not add up. How is she doing in her 40s? Makes sense because of Martin's mark. All of this is set out to make it seem like, oh, Megan is still safe rap. Nobody is going to fall for this. Everything is clearly organized. Do you all agree with me on that? Tell me. Let's move on to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is here to clarify that every song on her upcoming album, which will be released in March, will be brand new. This album won't contain any scrap, and I'm really looking forward to this. But I'm really intrigued. I'd like to hear about Mamita. Yes, Mamita. Similar to the song she continued to tease on the Pink Friday 2G City Globe Tour. I adore the rhythm. Everything had changed. I can't wait for that song to be released. However, fans interpreted this as shade because we won't sit here and pretend that Cardi B wasn't looking at a T-rolled songs older than Co. on her album just to get her the numbers because, in reality, I believe that Cardi B saw the future and knew that her album would fail rather badly. Which is why she added Res. What other song? Me and Up, Please. Yes, she added all of the songs to her album's track list since, without them, Cardi Cardi B's numbers would appear disorganized and low. The girl is having a hard time getting 2.5 million streams, even though the girl is having trouble getting any song to receive more. 300,000 Spotify plays. She is boasting about her album becoming platinum on its first day of release. Let's discuss her new music and remove all of the older songs. It's clear that Cardi B has yet to reach the 100 million Spotify stream milestone. I'm here supporting Nicki, so please shut up if you think this is shady. Continue to be delusional. We are unconcerned based on how Nicki is organizing the entire rollout. I am positive that she will shatter records, and she doesn't need to use songs that are 8 years old to accomplish it. Without a doubt, Nicki is playing chess rather than checkers. Even Billboard won't be able to stop Nicki's statistics, in my opinion. They can't try to undermine Nicki in any way because, given how Key B was promoting her record Hot Than a Hot Dog, I believe Nicki will sue them if they attempt to take away any of her numbers. It's time for Nicki to file a lawsuit for all they're doing to her. Cardi B charged $4.99 for her album. She was running a contest and telling people that if they did this, they would receive a free voucher worth $5. However, when Nicki did it, there was an issue. Since the objective is to outsell Miss Lauryn Hills, I believe Nicki will devise the ideal plan. Do you feel me? If they aren't undermining Nicki's CD, Miss Lauryn Hills is the objective. To start, I'm referring to Billboard. And when it comes to album releases, Republic Record provides us with an effing gem. This will be ideal, in my opinion. What if Nicki received the same promotion and push for her album release as Cardi B? I won't sit here and pretend that Atlantic Record didn't go all out for the release of Cardi B's album. It was flawless. It was flawless. It was good, even if it had a lot of frantic movements. It was a positive experience. I adore the underlying ideology. There is no doubt that this album will reach the 500K mark if Nicki does that. Given the enormous fan base, the devoted criticism, and the excitement around it. Do you feel me? Do you agree with me on that? Tell me, who do you guys believe I'll be with on this album? We can't sit here and act like NBA YoungBoy's numbers aren't good right now. So I really want you all to listen to me. There are guys out there closing stadiums. He's being compared to the big dogs, which I don't think he's accomplished, but, people will never stop talking. Yes, I therefore want to become an NBA YoungBoy. I'd like to collaborate in the future. I'd like to collaborate with Eminem. Yes, it has been long overdue. Who else? Drake had no promotion on Nicki's previous record, which is why I don't want him on that one. He took no action. He didn't share a post about it. He took no action at all. Therefore, he truly doesn't deserve to be on this CD. However, since you are aware of the loyalty of the Young Money team, I believe Nicki will still get him there. However, I do not want him to appear on the CD. Who else would you like to see on the album? Press Play was fantastic, so please let me know in the comment section. I would like to see Press Play's second installment. We are all aware that rumors have it that Tory will release her album around the same week as Nicki, if not on the same day. I'm really excited about this drama. I hope that occurs because I'm so excited about it. Because of the shame and humiliation caused by the lack of industry drive and policy. Nicki teaches all these B-words who are in power, your tracks are not streamed. Girl. When you compete with Nicki, don't talk about it. You guys are out there accusing Nicki of being the issue, while I'm the sitter for all this trouble. You're all saying that Nicki is resentful. Nobody is discussing this. We all know Cardi B won't put up with this since Nicki was out here boasting about how she couldn't outsell Pink Friday. So please, I also want her to stop her trash track, given Cardi B's petty nature. She will attempt to take attention away from Nicki Minaj's record. Do you feel me? Since Nicki typically ends up laughing last, I want her to do that and ultimately feel ashamed. I've witnessed that repeatedly. And keep in mind that when Cardi's record was released, Nicki was out there offering her grace. Nicki was completely silent for around 2 weeks before the record was released. And even after the record was released, she continued to fail when attempting to employ Nicki for the whole album release. However, she was unsuccessful. I'm content. I have roots. I'm seated for every predicament these folks will encounter when Nicki triumphs once more. What are your thoughts on the commentary thus far? Tell me in the space provided for comments. Kindly subscribe, like, and comment. Additionally, remember to activate your notification buttons so I don't miss any of the tea I'll be dropping. It's officially over, everyone, because guess what? With 7.423 million plays, Golden is back at the top of the global Spotify rankings. Aaliyah's doom was accelerated by the droning Taylor. Whoa, y'all. Let's talk about competition. To be honest, I never imagined that this would occur so quickly. I was aware that Taylor would dominate for about a month. This is crazy. Don't come for me, you guys. This is crazy. Don't come for me, you guys. Don't come for me, Swifties. I had high expectations based on the album's enormous trajectory in week 1. I anticipated that it would set additional records. Indeed, 4.2 million copies were sold. However, what took place during the second week? It dropped to 300 and is now at more than 100, which is absurd, and now Golden is dethroning it. Is the song Golden good? Of course. But is Taylor Swift's music currently as successful as it was during her first week? Not at all. This also doesn't add up, and I have no idea why. It simply gives the impression that her CD has a lot of power. All I'm saying is, don't come for me. The sloppy tea isn't mine. I'm surprised that this is occurring. However, Golden is a decent tune. Golden was #1 for a very long time before Taylor released her album, and now it's back at the top. Which just goes to prove that Golden is going to break records, y'all. Golden has my support. Golden is what I listen to. So, am I surprised that it's acting in this way? No. Is it a masterpiece of mine? Of course. Y'all, I'm seated for it. It's official, everyone. With Fold Kalani has achieved her first top 10 success on the Billboard Hot 100. Come pick it up. Then this is undoubtedly a proud moment for her, because while it's great when you get a #1 hit with a collaboration, it hits differently when you accomplish it with your solo track. Child, since no ring could get her to #1, she's released a ton of other amazing songs. But they didn't make it into the top 10, and she's currently doing it by herself while wearing a fold. It's a really significant accomplishment. Do you all agree with me on that? Tell me in the comments below. Kindly subscribe, like, and comment. Additionally, remember to activate your notification buttons so you don't miss any of the tea I'll be dropping. In the description, please subscribe to my backup channel, Donna Morgan. I'll see you in my upcoming video. I'm grateful. Goodbye. Goodbye.